Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today in this video tutorial we're going to see the two things here, and what are they? Let us see. Actually there are edge styles and face styles. So what are they and how we can actually use them? Let's get started with the face style. The first and the foremost thing I'm going to show you is about the wireframe. When I'm selecting the wireframe, you can see how things are becoming like so many of so many of lines. So it's basically going to be like only the lines part with which the building is being drawn. Now I want to show you about other things, like again getting back to my view. In that thing I'm going to go for face styles again, and I'm going to go for hidden lines, and you can see how the hidden lines are looking. Everything is actually hidden, kind of grayish color visualization. So that's actually hidden lines. Now let's go to another thing, like again view and face styles, and you can see here it's actually shaded. Very much similar to that of shaded with texture, but I'm going to show you what exactly can be the difference. When I'm zooming it, you can see here this color, and even you can see this color as well. But I'm going to go for again view, face styles, shaded with texture. You can see here the texture is becoming on. So that is actually the difference between the shaded and shaded with texture. Now the next thing is about, where am I? Monochrome. This monochrome is very much similar to that of hidden lines. It's going to show the things completely in white. Whenever your model is too heavy, just go for the monochrome, and you can see the things a bit lighter, so that you can handle your model easily. One of the use of monochrome, but it will not show you all the textures and all that things. So let's get back to where I was. Again, going back to view, and you can see here these are the things which are there, but I didn't say about the X-ray. X-ray is going to make your model a bit transparent. Like if I'm selecting it, you can see how your model is transparent. You can see inside this staircase. You can see other parts as well. This is actually the use of X-ray. Now you're inside this room. Whoa. Okay, let's get back to where I was. Getting back to view, face styles. Let's say hill lines. You can see how things are, and this transparency is going to affect all the visualizations, like in face styles, all the things you can actually on and off by keeping this X-ray on or keeping this X-ray off. Like if I'm just making this X-ray off, you can see again the inside part only. Let's make that thing this thing shaded with texture, and you can see how things are. Look around how things are inside this particular room. So that was about our face styles. Now let's go to other thing, like edge styles. You can see here in edge styles I'm having edge, back edge, profile, depth hue, and extension. So what are they and how we can use all of them one by one? Let us see. But for that thing, I'm just trying to get outside of this room. I don't want to be inside. So just orbit, pan, in order to get out of this particular home. And zooming out and in as well. Okay, so let's see one by one. First of all, I'm going to go for view, edge styles, making this thing off, and you can see how the edges are turned off. And again, getting back to view, edge styles, and just making this thing profiles. You can see again it's actually having some kind of effect. Actually, it's going to be about all the lines which are going to be visible. And again, getting back to my view, and you can see here something called extension. So what exactly extension is this? Whenever you're drawing something, like I'm just making this edges again on, it's going to make the things a bit more outside what you were drawing. Right now it's not seen, but in certain drawings what's going to happen is whenever you're drawing a line, it's going to just get out of its way a little bit more. So that's actually about the extensions. However, you will not be using that thing so hard about that. So let's get back to where I was, view, its styles, and then we'll be having depth hue. When you select that depth hue, you can see the lines which are closer to your eye is actually more darker, and something which is away from your eye is going to be a little bit lighter. So that's actually about the depth of hue. You can see this thing is more darker and that thing is actually less darker. So that's about depth of hue. So these are actually different kind of options what you'll be looking at. and something like packages actually. And you can see these are a little bit dashed lines which you'll be able to see which is inside, kind of x-ray kind of thing. That is actually packages. So let's get back to where I was. If I'm just turning this off, you can see it is actually getting off. So that is about a little bit of our navigation. Hope you like this tutorial. I will be meeting you again in the next tutorial with many different kind of tools and options in SketchUp. Until that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi